What's up, Madden NFL 13 fans? ZFarls here, alongside me, SGibs, and we are getting ready for another great episode of This Week in Madden, show 75?
That's a lot of shows.
A lot of shows, guys, and through the years, we've gone through so many Madden tips that we've lost count. But tonight, we have some even more great tips for you. A lot of talk in the community. People sending in their questions. We've got some really good ones to get to tonight. So, Gibbs, anything you want to address before we get started?
Only thing I want to address is a shout out to my man down under in Australia. You know who you are. You asked for a shout out. He's having a bad day today. Give me a shout out on TWIM. Want to give it to him. Shout out to you. You're the man. Keep it up, Madden 13 for life.
So we are chatting in the chat on livestream.com/EA Sports is where we are live. So get in there, ask your questions. Great guys in the chat. I'm checking it out right now. And the game of the week will take place at about 9 o'clock. I'm going to lock up against the Chief, who we know has played in the game of the week before, took down SGibs, which I had to avenge. Chief beat me earlier this season. I will get that out there. He won a few losses on the season, but I'm coming back strong. I've labbed run defense, and I'm going to lock him up tonight.
Wow.
Gibbs avenged his loss. He won't tell me what he did to beat him, so I'm going to have to be on my own tonight. But Chief, I'm coming for you in 1 hour.
Here's the thing: what you don't know is all week I've been in the Madden Secret Society on chatting with Chief, telling him some new defensive plays that you've never seen before.
Really?
Number one, yes, I have.
Why?
Because I am pro Chief. I want Chief to win. I would like you to lose. That's just how it is. I mean, a little birdie told me that SGibs beat you this week, so that's the first time this year. Not saying that. I'm excited about it. We played a game earlier this week, and I did beat you, but I think Chief's going to take it down tonight. Excited about that. Excited to see the outcome of that game.
All right, guys, so that'll be coming up shortly. Chief won the Virgin Gaming Tournament that anyone can enter. We put it out there so that you guys can qualify. We want to make it a fair shot for anybody to get a chance to play on the game of the week, and Chief won fair and square, so he's locking up tonight, and I'm going to be the guy to put him back down to reality. So, as we take our first mailbag question, we have a lot of good ones, as I mentioned. We're going to hop in the game and get you guys some tips right off the bat. So let's see our first question. Comes from K. Webbs. He wants to know, when making a custom playbook, if you have around 100 plays that you've scouted and you want to put them in, should you A, put the 100 plays in the playbook, or fill the playbook to a full size with unscouted plays, or C, making a custom playbook is not a good idea? Gibbs, I'm going to step up and go with A in that situation. A is okay. If you want to make a custom playbook on offense, I think it's valuable to use online. That way, if you've had some plays that you know you can have success with, but they aren't found in multiple playbooks, you can get to those plays and access them. But I think you're going to go with C, or you're going to go with, definitely don't go with B.
No, I think you want to. The way I look at it is insert the first couple plays that you know you're going to work in your scheme. So if in theory you have 5 sets for success, so you're 5 audibles, right? Put in 15 plays, 20 plays max. Perfect those plays, and then every single night, we always talk about, say, before you go to bed, every night, 100 user catches just to get better, get your stick work better, get you in a better position to win more games. Then I think with the custom playbook like this, work in the plays that you're comfortable with, your main base scheme, and then every single night, lab a new formation, lab new plays, work new plays out. Don't be here. I mean, if you have the best 100 plays in the game, it doesn't matter. You can only run 1 play at a time. I mean, you say this all the time.
That's the key. Guys, even if you've come up with the 100 best plays in Madden 13, you can only run 1 play at a time, and you can really only have 5 audibles with your quick audibles. So you can maybe have access to 25 plays at the line of scrimmage, which is a great amount, which is perfect. It's all you really need. So by putting in 100, you're not going to get that much better. So by knowing those 25 plays like the back of your hand, how to audible, how to use the 5 sets for success, you're going to win games. So don't, get too crazy with your custom playbook. The one other thing that we'll mention, we got Ryan Dykes in the chat here. He noted you can't bring a custom playbook to a tournament and use it in live action because it just takes too long to set up, and they're usually not allowed. So if you're working with that and you have 1 play that you've added to your custom playbook because it's a great play, but it's in kind of a weird playbook and you're using your base scheme here, you're not going to have that play at your disposal in a big moment in a tournament. So you want to practice what you're going to be going with. That's the reason we used them last year a little bit online in some of the Virgin games, and they were great. But once we started to really train for the tournament, we stopped using custom playbooks because you got to go with a generic book because you got to be able to use it there.
Right. No, I mean, absolutely. So last year in the Virgin Gaming Tournament in New York City, you could use custom playbooks, But the problem was you had a time limit, so you weren't able to actually, I mean, it takes about 10 minutes with the way it is to set your audibles and do all that with custom playbooks. So you just know that. Just know that going into a big tournament, you're probably not going to be allowed to use those custom books. Make sure you have a book to fall back on.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at our next mailbag question here. We got more to get to tonight. This question comes over from Nikki J. I'm having problems on first and goal situations with the Carolina Playbook. Any help on this situation? Yes, we do have help here over on PlayStation 3. We're going to give you some plays from this Carolina book. I want to talk a little bit about some of the reasons that guys might be getting slowed down in the red zone. If you see a formation like the spread-wise slot, if guys are running, curl flats or plays of those sorts, draws, everything gets cramped down in the red zone. But the key is that a lot of people will get up in the red zone here real quick. When you get that man-to-man defense, if you're inside the 9-yard line, you're not going to get the fade to beat man-to-man defense inside. If you hot route triangle to the fade to get a little motion going inside, you're going to get the end zone fade. You're not going to get the downfield fade. So once you're inside the 9, that option's out of the way. So that's a key. As we go back out here, this play Panther curls. It's very similar to the spacing style concept SGibs showed a few weeks back. This is a good play to spread it out with.
I think they're empty formation. Check their empty. It might actually have spacing, but that Panther curls absolutely is a great play.
Yeah. The one thing that would concern me about those curl routes are they're a little bit wider. So the spacing concept is in the game. We broke that down last TWIM. But do you want to go empty? Do you want to go rushing? Tom Brady mentioned today on the radio that running the ball in the red zone is the easiest way to get it in. Throwing it in requires much more precise routes. 22 guys in that space. So if you're a little bit closer to the end zone, say on the 4 or 5 yard line, you get spacing out there, try and find the open receiver, throw it inside so he can lean back and we get the touchdown. But the reason I don't like, if you're using the Panthers playbook and you're using some of those running plays behind the line of scrimmage, down by the goal line, you do not want to run hesitation plays. You want to run straight power runs and runs to the outside. You want to get in as quick as possible. You don't want to go with a formation like split offset where you can run an option. It just takes too long in the backfield.
Absolutely.
Guys are going to be keying in on it. But what I would run from something like that is a play like fullback angle. You want to get your guys going as fast as possible towards the line of scrimmage.
Right.
So here we see the defenders are back. What I'm going to recommend is possibly, using that angle route. It's going to cut a little bit upfield, so I'm not going to wait until he cuts. I'm going to try and throw it to him on the outside. There are still ways to use the fade in this year's games that are successful. I'd like to put a drag across the middle of the field in case it's zone. I can throw it early with a window. I can throw it late once he clears the middle linebacker. I'm going to look to try and see if I can leak the ball outside to the halfback out of the backfield. I really like some of these throws.
Break a tackle. I mean, what's the key as being a receiver? Make one guy miss. That's what you're hoping for with that quick pass.
Here we're going to try and go with the fade on the outside. We get past the press. We throw a little bit more of a bullet pass, and our receiver actually does go up for it. Once again here, depending on where the guys line up on the line, we can hopefully sneak a quick pass in the middle of the field, click on, and try and make a play.
I want to show a play that I really like, and it's from the gun-heavy Panther, so switch up the offensive controllers.
So you would stick. So the gun-heavy Panther is built for the red zone. Cam Newton last year rushed for 14 touchdowns with it. Guys have been using it kind of all up and down the field, but you have a little something for it.
Absolutely. I like to play tight end stick. I also like it in combination with the QB power from this formation. So let's talk about what tight end stick is and why it works in the red zone. So first and foremost, you take a look at the flat zones. Those flat zones are going to pull down any type, or the flat routes by the offensive receivers. You see by Tolbert and Hartstock there. They're going to pull down any type of flat zone and take that completely out of the equation. What I also like is the option routes by the triangle receiver and the X receiver. What those option routes mean, the receiver is going to read the defense, and then they're going to either run a short curl, sit down on the curl, or they're going to run a short quick out. Now, if it's man-to-man, they should be running the quick out. If it's zone, they should be sitting directly down in the zone. So that's why I like this play a lot in the red zone, because you can call it and feel confident that you're going to get the right read based on the computer players reading the defense. So at the snap of the ball, here you go, you see what they go, and you see that he tried to sit down there. Were you in man or zone there?
I was in zone.
You were in zone. So actually, Barnage should have sat down in that.
He was open if he had sat.
He should have sat, but here it is now against the deep out. And he's not getting the separation because I should have a receiver there. I should sub a receiver in there. Same thing with Olsen on this side. Now he hits that out, and you can see pretty consistent that you're going to get that right read. So now calls zone coverage, And what I'm hoping is, again, those receivers read the defense properly, and they make the right read. They see the zone coverage, and they just sit down there. And you got to sneak the ball in, get in there, and try and get the first down. I love this play inside the red zone, short yard situation. It's really going to work for you very well. And you can combo it with the quick audible down from this formation, the QB power, motion a halfback over, snap, go, and then just take off with big Cam Newton and try and get yards. As you see, we're able to get pretty positive yards there in the red zone.
So as we went there with the QB power, think about it. It's a power style run. You got a pulling guard protecting him. We motion Williams in there to cancel out any penetration that will come up through the middle of the defense. You got to get moving forward with this offense. But later we're going to show you a little extra tip that we found out from a special source, how to lock up and get some press coverage on some of these receivers in this formation. So we're going to want to check that out later in the show. Stay tuned. Let's take a look at our next mailbag question here. When we get a chance, we're going to go and see who we have. Bucks of Tampa asked the question on punting. How do you coffin corner punt, and where and when should you try? How do you get special teams punts to make a? How do you get your players to make a play on the ball down the field? And I am going to go through this. I think this is a great question. When can you coffin corner? So usually, if you punt, we usually don't punt once we get over the 50 because there's just not a lot of value in it. So the key to really punting and doing a good job is you can coffin corner basically if you're on about the 35. About the 40-yard line elsewhere. We'll go to the return here. Always go max cover punt. These are some generic special teams tips for you.
Always max cover punt.
So what you want to do when you coffin corner, you used to want to go like this to coffin corner. But
all the way over, right?
Not all the way over. You just kind of try and line it up on your TV. But what you want to do is you don't want to actually put the arrow all the way down this season because you can actually punt it a lot further with the arrow up this year. So we're going to kind of leave it as it is. As long as you're in that general 40-yard range of where you want to go, you're going to line it up at the sideline. Try and flick. Lock it up full power. You want to get that arrow going a little bit.
That was close.
Pretty close. What I would have liked to have done there is, guys, so this white arrow that goes through the right stick on the bottom right-hand corner, right? You want that, for me, lined up with however you are lining up the orange kick meter. So if I put the orange kick meter left, I want that stick to go to the left at a certain angle that lines up with how I have it. If I'm kicking to the right, I want it to go that way with whatever angle I have. So notice if I had kicked that a lot shorter, I wouldn't have quite made it as far back downfield. If I had put it up, I can kick it a lot further. And when you're going for the coffin corner, you can actually click on the receiver, and you can click on and make a play with your guy. So he asked about how can I actually stop the ball, because the receivers will not catch the ball inside the 10-yard line. So if you have the ability to have enough power with your punter to make it inside the 10-yard line, you want to actually punt it up. This has changed quite a bit from the last few seasons where a down punt would still go pretty far and could roll and roll out. Now you actually kind of want to kick it up in the air, see if you can make it die. See how I kind of tried to match up the arrow with the right, and I'm able to get it down by the 10-yard line. I know you're not going to pick it up, and if I can just get my guy down there, I know it's going to be good. And the further you move that arrow, the better the bounce is going to be. So that's another tip right there. The difference, though, is if I'm back a little bit further, if I'm anywhere beyond with the kickoff area and I'm trying to punt, what I'm going to do is I am going to use the low punt, because otherwise the value of a return is just too great. So what I do in this situation is rather than kick it up and try and get downfield, I'm going to go low. If we're online, you can't see where I'm going, only in person. Get it low. You need to use the arrow method again. Once again, match the white line on the bottom with the arrow that you're going. It's a lot easier for punt returners to catch punts off the hop this year. Try and get it over. I would have liked to see it over a little bit more. You don't want to go full power.
I like full power, though. I'll show you why. I like full power.
You do have a great method.
I like full power.
I think you should share. SGibs does have a great method. So that was last year's punt, right?
We talked about this earlier this year.
You would not have picked that up last year.
On TWIM. So we talked about this earlier this year. So what you want to do is, you want to find out the distance between directly in the middle and all the way over to the left, and kind of cut that right in half. Go right in the middle between that all the way down. I like to go absolute full power on this kick. You want to have the accurate kick to the left, like Farls was talking about, and you go full power. That was a bad kick by me, but you go full power because you're trying to get it over there, and then it bounces and gets by the guy. And see, that was a bad. I didn't have the full power, and I didn't have the right angle. But that's what you're looking for. We did talk about this earlier this year.
Show it again. So what I used to say was, kick it short so that the receiver won't be able to pick it up. But now he picks it up off the bounce. They did a great,
That's the one right there.
They did a great job where he picks it up off the bounce now. But now when you go full power, it'll actually bounce past him, and you'll get the yards on the roll that you wouldn't be getting.
That's going to be a great punt. That's going to be a great punt. Get by him. So but that's what you're looking for. The last one, my accuracy is off. I need to kick it a little bit straighter. So let me try one more time. I got to go one more time here.
Mom Spaghetti, SGibs, one chance right here. I say no.
That's it. That's the one. That's the one.
Did you get it over far enough?
That's the one, kid. Bounce. Boop.
That's the kick you want.
That's
so let's go into replay real quick
and
here.
And then you just boom, boom.
So the kick that I kicked was last year's punt. This is the new punt. Gibbs did do a good job. Anytime you have the inability to reach inside the 10-yard line on the bounce, if you're further away, you want to kick it just like he did there. Look at the bounce. So before it would bounce short and roll by. Now you got to kick it more near him to bounce it past. And you gain 10 yards. And also, he's running backwards.
You get a free hit stick.
Free hit stick.
Everyone deserves a free hit stick every now and then.
That's a good call. So remember, here are the keys. Yes, number one, you can get downfield, and you're able to catch the punt with the returner. The gunners on the outside, use triangle, get the guy there, have it bounce, they'll catch it. That'll down it. Inside the 10, they will not return the kick. They'll just let it go. So that's a big thing to know.
Yep.
And the third thing is kick at max power if you're outside of that coffin corner area. I love to go for the coffin corner. It just is more, it's safer. And I know a lot of guys will kick to the sideline, just try and line it up there, max their distance. But I really like this bounce if you can get it because you also get the hit stick.
We call this 99 punts, by the way, or 99 special teams, by the way. It's valuable. It's really valuable to your game. You guys think it might be crazy, but you got to lab special teams. You got to, I mean, if they recover that, look at the field position he just got there. He returned it from the 30 all the way to the 50. That's 20 yards. And if I'm able to get it by him and bounce it by him another 10, 15 yards, we're talking, what? I'm not good with math, but that's about 35, 40 yards.
So important because if you kick it more from your end zone and you don't get the bounce, they're basically already in field goal range. They're basically already in field goal range.
Phenomenal kick. By him. And then it's a race. And then I just lock onto him. And look, he's now at the 15.
Huge.
I mean, it's the little things.
That's your punt this year, guys. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at our next mailbag question. We have a good question coming right up. It's from Young 7th Ward. Any effective blitzes from the 3-4 normal or solid formations? See if we can hop into game here. Cook something up for you.
Not sure if we have a 3-4 formation right now in our playbook, but what I can show you on Xbox, we have one on Xbox potentially.
Let's take a look at the defenses we chose.
What I do know is that the 3-4 over sting pinch zone, this is the 3-4 over formation. I know you're asking about normal or solid, so I'm guessing you might be using the 46 defensive playbook is my best guess. But let's take a look quickly here. But the 3-4, no, they don't have it here, but the 3-4 over sting pinch is going to be a great play.
Ravens will have it. Will they have it?
No, I'm not sure. But this is a 3-down line. You can show it from here. I mean, a play like Undersmoke you can use to set up as a blitz from this situation. You're sending 6 guys, and basically with this, you can just run it stock. You can call press coverage. You can re-blitz both the ends, and then move the defensive back off the edge here. Try and move the middle linebacker up as close as possible, and then at the snap of the ball, snap, go. I mean, it's something as quick and easy as that. It's going to generate pressure off that edge. You can call the counterpart to this blitz. I know this is a very basic blitz, but that's something that I think you might need at this point for the 3-4. Just look for a play that's blitzing 6 guys, and then you can try and generate blitzes off that. Make sure you match it up with a zone blitz that looks exactly the same. So what I mean by that is DB strike zone. So you can see this play here. Farls come back out in the spread set would work best. So, again, this same thing we're doing here. We're going to make it look exactly the same. We re-blitz both the ends. And now this time we're going to blitz the middle linebacker straight down. I like this play a lot because you have 3 deep coverage and you have 2 yellows in position to play the slots. And then you can use your control in the middle of the field. You're going to get solid pressure off one of the edges here. Actually, there it is on the left edge. And you can see how it works. I mean, send 6 guys is a very basic way to blitz in NFL 13. You're going to get pressure. You're going to get 1 guy free off the edge. There's also other ways you can make sure you get 2 guys free off one edge, but we've reserved that for our guide purchasers. That's where you find all those blitzes.
Got to save the fire. Got to save the bold flavors. If you're in the chat, bold flavors. Got to save it for the long-term guys there.
You can pick them up tonight. All guys, 40% off.
If you are interested in that, we do have a coupon code for this week in Madden watchers only. It's only if you're watching this live right now, Wednesday at 8. You can check the chat. We have the code for you, and it'll be a great way to get your game up to
TWIM
the next
40.
level. TWIM 40 is the code. You go into MaddenTips.com right now, check out the purchase, and use the code TWIM 40 to get those guys.
Bold flavors going nuts in the chat right now because it's bold flavors.
Bold flavors.
A little extra hot sauce on the side. I mean, a little mayo maybe if you'd like.
I dig it. I dig it. Apollo's on board. All right, let's take a look at our next mailbag question here and see what we have. This question comes from K. Voigt. I'm having a hard time coming up with a playbook that works well for me. I like to pound the rock and throw short, quick routes with an occasional deep route. Any tips?
Like to pound the rock and throw short, quick routes with an occasional deep route. Well, I mean, I don't think you got to look any further than what we've talked about pretty much on a consistent basis about the best run in Madden NFL 13 from the single back ace formation. I don't think there's a better formation in the game to show that with.
Pound the rock with?
Take a look at, let's take a look at the PlayStation 3. Take a look at single back ace. I mean, I'm not sure if this playbook has the stretch. I really love the stretch. Have it? No. They don't have it there, but
they do have the draw.
They do have a draw, but
they do have strong close. So let's get back to basics, guys.
Yeah?
If you are new to this show, last season we ran strong close quite a bit. Is it as good as it was last year? Maybe not, maybe. But Carolina and Houston easily have the two best strong close attacks in the game. This off-tackle run right here is tremendous.
Love the off-tackle.
It's an absolutely tremendous run that you want to go with. It includes the quick toss, and then, of course, you have the counter weak in the HB dive.
I think, don't quote me on this, but go in, if say come out and counter weak here.
Okay.
I think your quick audible down's off tackle. I like that. So, do this for me. Can you motion out the fullback quick?
Right?
Just motion him out. Yeah, motion him right. What does that run look like to you? Show me the play again.
Stretch.
That looks like stretch because it's the same style run. It's a zone style run. You're going to get double blocking.
We get the double.
Right.
Okay. So the key to us for running the ball in this year's game is to take away our defense who has good block shed. I know a lot of guys out there are using the Niners. When you get a double team on the line of scrimmage, you're going to, if you have a loading out, he's going to block shed quite a bit, get in that backfield and blow up some runs. But the key is to not let that happen by using runs that force double teams and then get upfield to go to the next thing. As we talked about, we'll show you once again here.
You can leave Tolbert there. You can leave him there.
I kind of like it though.
But yeah, you could get something cute there where you keep motioning him out every time. And go instant replay, go down. Oh, we're on PlayStation 3, so we'll have the long replay.
Some full replay here as we go in. We see this double team on the end.
Double team city.
Going.
Double team city right here. Look at this. Watch on the D end and on the defensive tackle. You double team those guys. Zoom out. You honestly might not think that, like, you might run this play and you might not think of why that's important. That's so important. Those guys aren't going to block shed. They're not going to get off their block and just destroy you in the backfield.
And what you're really hoping is...
Except that guy kind of did. He split the
Olsen doesn't fall, and Olsen will then go up to the next level. Also, if we keep the fullback in, that's also going to work dividends for us. I have a question for the guys in the chat. I want to know... I was listening to a podcast the other day. They said that the NFC West has 3 of the top 5 defenses in football. Seahawks, Cardinals, 49ers. Yeah. Do you agree with that? If not, who would you put in? Would you include the Bears in the top 5 defenses after their performance against the Cowboys? I got to know what you guys think about that. So, what do you guys think?
I don't know. A lot of people saying the Bears. A lot of people saying Bears.
Giants definitely not after...
No.
Houston. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so Joe, obviously Houston and Ravens. I'd say those are probably the top 5 Ds right there.
Here's the thing. I like what the Seahawks have done, but I think you got to look at a team that, I mean, Seahawks have 2 losses. They lost to the Rams. I mean, Rams are solid right now, but I think you got to look at teams. I mean, Ravens still obviously have Ed Reed. They have Ray Lewis. I think it's scary what they have with Jimmy Smith and Ladarius Webb outside. I mean, Jimmy Smith really hasn't even come into his own, and he's that good still. Ravens kind of still scare me.
Okay.
They do.
Okay. I want to talk a quick second about the playbook question that we got. He likes to pound the ball, and he likes quick passes. Here's my question. Are you talking about under center quick passes or quick passes from the spread? If you're talking about more spread style quick passes and maybe using like some empty formations with zigs and route combos, are you good at reading the defense or are you good at just kind of working certain route combinations? That's one key that we think about. You can really pound the ball out of almost every playbook except probably Denver and probably Detroit. you don't really want to use those playbooks to run the Bills a little bit. Don't really have too many great run formations as well. But if you are a true power run guy, are you running off of those runs, or are you just kind of a quick pass guy who likes to, do a little bit of both? And why is that? These plays here, the Panthers do have good quick passes. From this formation, there's concepts you can make, and also from the gun-heavy Panther, there's plenty of plays to utilize that work crossing routes and things of that sort. So,
you show me the off tackle one time with the fullback there. I want to see what it looks like. Double team. Oh my, that's a great run. That is a good run.
We've abandoned the strong close, and I feel so bad about it. I feel really bad about abandoning strong close. Anybody in the chat still running strong close?
Don't you feel sort of bad about it? Like how good it's been to us over the years? Look at that. How good is that? You get a double team, and then you get your fullback to run through the next level. Then the double teams are going to peel off, and then they're going to go to the next level. That's a solid run. If you put quick counter weak as your run audible, you have a run left and then a run right. What's preventing you from doing this? Let me ask you this.
So we talk a lot about the three-headed rushing attack in the guide, official guide. You can get it at Amazon, GameStop, Best Buy, Target, Walmart, all those stores. We talk a lot about the three-headed rushing attack, knowing which runs to go with, run the left, run the middle, and run the right. This is 2 runs only. You can potentially have a three-headed rushing attack from Carolina. Let's take a look in-game here. Those 2 double teams we've overlooked. We knew that run was great, but we haven't gone back into it once we realized, okay, the stretch is a great run because of the double teams. This is a great run. The other thing I like to do with the counter real quick.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking a new way to think about strong close. Just let's all flip everything we're doing. Run the counter right.
Correct. The counter to the right, guys, is a lot better. I love it.
I think it's because the tight end's there, so he seals that side so that the DN can't cut in and blow the run up, right?
Exactly. So what I personally like to motion this guy just to get him going. Seal the edge.
He seals that edge, which makes it good. So we need to rethink how we're going to run strong close. It still can be good. And I love strong close because it has all the runs we need for a real rushing attack. So maybe you're going to run the counter weak to the right now, and you're going to do that. I think
that's the move.
Is that the new thing?
That's what I was doing earlier in the season, and then I ran it too many times to the left and got blown up, and I said I'm gonna only pass for right now. But you guys know me in the chat. I'm a run guy, except for this year for some reason. But I still think that
curl flats.
That this is a great play.
Curl flats.
All right. So this might be a good playbook for you to check out. Depending on, just let me know. Email me zfarls@madtips.com. Let me know if you meant under center quick passes from your run formations, or if you meant you like the quick pass from gun and motion guys out and
do all
a lot of cute stuff like this guy over here, because we have another playbook we can recommend with some single back plays that you're really going to like. Hint, one of those top 5 defenses we talked about, it's their playbook. Okay, next question in the mailbag. Who do we have from Mr. Light? Mr. Light's question is, how do you stop strong tosses or sweeps to the outside? And good news, we have
it right here. We're ready to go with it.
So anybody personally been having trouble with sweeps and tosses? I haven't, but I understand that you want to make sure that you do not let the fullback get out. You want him to have to cut back inside and hopefully get his attention elsewhere, because if he seals the edge, they can be pretty tough.
Most important thing about stopping outside runs, you could be in any play, honestly, any play in the game. You got to wait for me there.
Oh.
The most important thing that you can do is you have to set the edge. And if you watch Monday Night Football, you watch Sunday Night Football, you watch any games of football, you literally hear John Gruden saying, set the edge. You gotta set the edge. So, I mean, when I was watching the Patriots game, one of the things they were saying about the Ravens, a couple of guys, they lost Jarrett Johnson and a couple other guys. The problem with their defense right now is they have weak run support outside. They don't have any guys anymore to set the edge out wide. What that means is I'm controlling free safety here, Earl Thomas. What I want to do at the snap of the ball when the run comes, I'm going to sprint over here. If it's a run to the outside, I want to make sure I get the outside leverage. I do not let this running back get outside and push up the sideline. I want to funnel the run back inside. That's the most important thing you could do in order to stop an outside run. So Farls snaps the ball, I'm just going to get out there, scrape, and then I don't allow him to go out wide. Whether or not Farls runs into me there, I'm going to make sure I'm going to stop him once like that, and then next time he runs into a similar situation, hopefully he should cut back. So here go this time, I'm going to get out wide, contain, and then make him funnel the run back inside.
I want to talk about an important aspect of stopping the run to the outside. You do not have to personally make the tackle with your user player. The key that the best players know is to not focus with your safety making the tackle. What you want to do with your safety is contain, like Gibbs talked about, and eat up blockers to let your computer guys make the play back inside. Another key with sweeps and tosses, as I'll show you right here, we're going to put the ball over to the open side of the field. Guys, college, think about how much wider the hash marks are. Think about how much open field there is to defend. In the pros, there's not as much space on either side of the ball to really work. So you kind of have an idea of where they're going. You know, they're going to be running tosses and sweeps more to the open side of the field because the sideline is a defender. You know, all you have to do is guard to the sideline and get there.
See what I did there too? We got in a one-on-one situation, one-on-one battle. I don't want to mess that up. I'm going to click off there because I have more confidence that the computer is going to lock onto you.
Yeah.
I feel as though I could make a play there and maybe hit stick you, make you fumble, but I don't want to be a superhero in a lot of part of the games. Maybe at the end of the game, if I'm down by a run or down by a run, down by a score, what I want to do is maybe go for that hit stick there. But in the instant replay, you're going to see what I do is I actually click off and I let the computer lock onto the defender. So here it is. I'm out there, I'm setting the edge. Now, see, I'm slowing you down. I'm going to give you your extra couple yards there, but I'm going to slow down. And over the course of a game, over the course of an entire season playing Madden, this is going to pay dividends to your outside run defense.
I like that. I like that. So, you know, try different things, work on setting the edge. What I would do is I really hate when guys continually pound the ball up the middle on me. I believe it's very hard to do this season to consistently commit to running the ball up the middle of the field with off tackles and runs like that. So what I do is I'll spread the line and I'll say, you want to come up the middle. It's tough to break a run deep through the middle of the defense. Maybe because I use the Packers and they don't have the fastest backs, but the key is if you get baited inside, you can get hit pretty hard by the tosses. So I'll spread to make sure that, you know, hey, I'm going to give you that inside lane. If you want to take it, you can take it. But if not, you're going to have to pass against me because I'm not going to continue to let you go with these sweeps and tosses and outside runs that are home run hitting runs like the stretch. I'm going to shift my linebackers up. I'm going to spread them, and I'm going to use them to set the edge as well.
I just saw something there. I was putting him on a flat zone, the other safety there, and I just saw some interesting results there. Look at that, the toss. He sort of sets the edge for you automatically.
Auto sets the edge.
So I put him on a flat zone, and look at he went out there to the edge, and he's saying, hey, look what happens here. Instead of going to all that open space, imagine if he wasn't there. There's no open space there. What do you have to do? You have to cut the run back up the middle.
And then your user guy comes and makes the play.
I kind of like that.
Pretty nice way to stop the edge, so you got to like that going on. We will continue to work on the sound here. Should be all set on our end, so just check on that. But we'll take a look at the next mailbag question coming right up. Nice little playbook from Carolina here. I haven't been using it. I know I've wanted to check it out for a long time, but
hey, it's in this thing. It's in this baby.
Yeah, so this thing actually comes with a Carolina tournament style guide. It's got a ton of pages in it, specifically broken down. If you have this guide, email us and we'll send you a special video to even break it down even further. So a very nice job by SGibs on that specific Panthers tournament guide. Very popular online. Let's take a look at the next question. T-Man wants to know, how do you stop the deep corner routes?
That's a tough question. That's something that's difficult to do. It definitely is. One of the things I would recommend stopping a deep corner route so we can get into game here. I'm not sure if we have the popular one, which is from Gunsnug. Let's check Xbox. You check PS3, Farls.
I have Arizona here, so I'm sure.
You do have it, yeah? Okay.
I will have something nice on Xbox.
So, yeah, bench works pretty well. One of the things I like to do a lot is to try and, so for example, I'm going to show a cover 3 here from quarters 3 deep. And what I like about this is that we have 3 deep safeties playing at the deep part of the field. So you're not going to have, typical cover 3 would have these safeties up, right? They'd be these defenders would be up. So when they're back like this, they have more time to react to what's actually happening on the field. And sometimes this cover 3, this yellow zone will actually drop back to that corner part of the field if you play a lot of coverage defense. So if, for example, if I did something like this, a spy and a yellow, now let's just see how it'll work. Now let's see if they get to those outside corners. So that's something you have to live with, unfortunately.
Click on and make a play there, though. That place, click onable. If you become that defender,
click onable. I like that. I like that. But even take a look over here.
I shouldn't have thrown that. I mean, that was kind of ridiculous.
Right, but even here too. See how this yellow zone? He's sitting on that route. See how he's sitting on that pattern? I think as it breaks more to the sideline, he might lose depth on it, so be aware of that. But this is a great way to slow it down, especially to make them be afraid. I mean, you had no business throwing that. I mean, I'll take you doing that. I mean, throw that all game, please.
So good question from Madden Boy in the chat. Wants to know, he has the guide. How does he get the video? Email us, either ZFarls@maddentips.com or SGibs. Just take a picture of the guide, of you holding it or whatever, and just send it to us so we know you got it, and we'll send over the Carolina video. Back to this question here. We got another thing in the chat, which I've done before from Smokey Bear. I've tried this before. You can take both of the safeties if you're playing just a two-man under.
Right.
You can put them in yellows.
Right.
I've done it, but the key is you got to make sure you get them underneath.
Right.
We've talked about the key with hook zones is why they are so good. You can sit them anywhere on the field. So, but then you of course got to take a chance that they're not going to go deep on you and get inside of the safeties.
Before you run into this again, another thing I like to do too, if there's one of the corners that they like to go, they like to throw to, do the classic manual press them. Sit on them, press them, snap, go. I'm going to press you, drop off. I mean, if you want, throw that. Do it. Good. I mean, I mean, part of the reason why I feel confident stopping these corner routes is because a couple weeks ago on the Game of the Week, I played, was it EB Du Bois? And he literally just destroyed me with corner routes all game. So what did I do? The next 3 days, I sat literally in practice mode, and I was like, how can I stop corner routes? So this is one of the better ways I've found to do it. This is one of my defenses I use. You're going to see me use it tonight on the Game of the Week. I'm telling you that right now. TWIM 75, Game of the Week.
All right. He's going to try and lock up later on the Game of the Week. We got a few more questions to get to, though. We're talking in the chat. We're talking Madden 13 tips all night long here. We're excited to play. And you could possibly even play SGibs on PlayStation 3 tonight. If you're interested, stay tuned to find out how. It's going to be a challenge. All right, here we go. Next question.
Next question.
From Parrot22. Is the deep ball dead in Madden NFL 13?
No!
A bold question. We're going to come right out and rescue it and say no.
It's not? Okay. This is a two-parter. It's a two-parter. It is and it isn't.
Context.
It is and it isn't, right? You got to have a certain route. You got to have the specific route we're going to show you right here, right now.
All right, let's take a look. So, this is my favorite route. And, of course, who better to catch the deep ball than Torrey Smith, a true star over the last few weeks. Okay. So, with two-man under, yes, it's tougher to throw the deep ball. It's tougher to do the drop back to Deshaun Jackson, get separation downfield because I'm faster than you, deep ball. But the seams in this game have the ability to be thrown and beat downfield. Let's see what we have. I'm going to block the halfback, get some protection. I'm going to motion Torrey Smith inside.
Little baby motion.
And I'm going to try and get deep downfield and see what we have.
So that route, and this route is special. Okay, this time what I want to show you is I'm not going to blitz anybody. I wanted to prove a point that you could still get separation with it, just stock. So here it is. I'm going to show you it again. This route, okay. Hold on, let me get Sanford and put him. Let me just throw him out of there. Get him out of the way. Flat.
Well, what's going to happen are people are going to think that you're going to try and motion the fade and hit it back inside, and when it goes deep, you're not catching up to it. So.
Right. So you motion him. What he's going to do is he's going to get free. That's not what we wanted there. But that's not what we wanted. But the idea of this route is that when you motion him, you know you're going to get an unbumpable pattern because you're moving him so that he can't be pressed. So when he makes that cut there and he just roasts the defender, it's the angle route. Not every angle route you're going to find in the game will do this. I mean, this is a nice play. It's a man-to-man cover zero style play.
Looking to take off here. I'm going to go. Ooh. So I'm going to go full speed here. Dang.
It's a man-to-man only style deep ball. And it's a select play. You're going to think, here's what I know I can tell you right now. I thought this play.
Greediest wants to know what play is. This is Zona Shallow from Gun Spread Arizona Playbook.
I thought this play was the route you see in four verticals everywhere, but it's not the same. It's this specific play. You see, he takes a hard angle there. I should have. If there's deep coverage, you don't want to throw it. That's complete fact.
That's any deep ball.
When you throw this ball is when your opponent is playing a cover zero style defense. If they're blitzing you, if they're sending major pressure at you, so I'll control Stanford, you go ahead, motion Smith. But this is a route that you're going to be able to consistently use that it's going to get by the defender. I want to see a little bit longer of a motion there, Farls. But block your halfback there too.
Yeah.
So here it is again, the motion. Here he comes off the edge, and then he flies. Then you just lob it, and you pray, hey, one-on-one speed, he's going to win. Use this route. I'm telling you right now, you're going to see that you're going to start winning more battles downfield. Even if I play 2-man under, what happens a lot in 2-man under this year, guys, is you'll see maybe someone drops a flat zone here, and then they'll use someone deep, and then what happens is they get lazy with their coverage. So Farls here, motion Smith. Now there you go. Okay, I'm going to jump another route here, and then it's just
holy
see
cow.
you gone, see you bye.
That's
see
the
you later.
exact result we were looking for. It's pretty good. If you get that timing down of the motion snap, if you're a new guy here, or if you're a newer player to Madden, you want to be using motion snaps to get good separation, and sometimes it'll even get you a nice little boost on the route. So
and here's
what we saw there.
Here's a way you can stop it easily. Seriously, an easy way to stop it. Just play zone. Try it. Go ahead, play zone. I'll make sure I want to have a guy deep. I mean, you could stop it by just playing zone coverage. Here you have it. Smith, is that Jimmy Smith, Eric Smith? I don't know who it is, but play zone coverage.
Harrison Smith.
You can play zone coverage, and it completely negates this play, especially a cover 4. It's only effective when you motion it and you're playing a cover 0.
And I'm going
burn them deep. Make them pay. They're going to blitz. Make them pay.
I'm going to attempt to throw some deep balls tonight against the Chief. I think he's going to do some certain adjustments that are going to allow me to get the ball downfield. Maybe he's watching, maybe he's not.
A little birdie told me that he's got some good pressure.
I mean, hey, he's a good player, and I'm sure you coached him up to take me out, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I have something for him. Maybe something I lab, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I really do think the deep ball is alive in this year's game, specifically coming out of the slot. There's an area in cover 2 zone where you can really beat the defense pretty tightly between the hash marks, right about where Smith is. You can kind of get guys in there. There's certain routes, especially from some trips tight ends formations. Let's dig through some playbooks.
You know what I wasn't even thinking about is a play, a deep ball.
Yeah.
How about a guide that's coming out soon? What do you think about that play?
I think that's a pretty good play right there.
Yeah. Stay tuned for more details about that, boys and girls.
So, plays like wide trips open guys with 3 sides. The zone of fork play right here, the B route. If you can get that safety to go to the outside, you can cut it back in the middle. Same thing with PA wide receiver in, wide receiver smash. That area where the 4 verticals route goes, you can get some guys in space there and really work the ball downfield. The zone of dig route there was a different play, but it's a similar style play that you'd want to motion. Also, if you're in tight, if you have some compressed sets and the DBs aren't sliding all the way in, you can try streaks there, and if they trail them and you have a fast player, you can really just unleash the ball out, and hopefully you get a beat on your guy. Deshaun Jackson, guys like that, obviously Mike Wallace, better at the deep ball. But, with 2 safeties deep, guys, it can still be pretty tough, but you want to try and split them in the middle. But there's plenty of ways to get guys. What you really have to do, for my money, kill them in 2-man under.
Yep.
Kill them.
Yep.
Notice if they're going to cover 2 zone or cover 2 sink, and then take advantage.
Yes.
Also, last week, route to the halfback, right? They don't cover the halfback.
Yes.
Block the tight end, get
like
some time, throw it to the halfback, way deep out of the backfield.
You are so sneaky with that route.
Yeah. So you want to use that. It's not a traditional deep ball, line up, wait, bomb it, go catch it because you have Devin Hester, 100 speed. No. You got to kind of finesse it in there, but there are ways to get the ball downfield in this year's game. A lot of big plays in this year's game. What do you think about that?
There's potential, guys. I mean, don't give up on it. Keep looking, keep searching. I mean, I'm telling you right now, we do have some deep balls that are coming out for you, coming in hot. So it's there. I love this one from Arizona. It's a great route. It's a great play. I mean, you can roast people right there. I mean, for everyone out there that has the starter product from our site, you can add this to your repertoire because you're already using the Arizona playbook, and a large emphasis of that playbook is based on that shotgun spread formation. So now you have something else to add into the mix. I mean, that's a pretty good tip right there.
All right. Quick address the chat real quick, even though we do not address people who are specifically typing the same thing over and over again usually. From Captain Crappy, he would like to know if that the injury bug needs fixing. We have no idea, but what we'll do is email me, ZFarls@madtips.com, list it out. Hey, what's happening? This is happening. I will send it over via the EA Game Changers. I'll put it in the hands of somebody that can do something with it because nobody in this chat can help you. So please just send it to us so you can stop typing in the chat, and we'll ask it for you to our contacts. That's the best I can do, and otherwise we're going to have to boot you out, but just try and be helpful. We got great guys in the chat, and it's fantastic. All right, guys, let's take a look at the next question on the list. From Tim Tam Bingo. Great name. Great.
I like it.
How can you hang with opponents who are clearly at a higher skill level?
How do you hang with someone that's better than you? I think you do a lot with what the Minnesota Vikings are doing right now. You don't play beyond your means. And what I mean by that is Christian Ponder right now, second-year quarterback, he's not Tom Brady. He pays me to say this, he's not Eli Manning, right? He's not Peyton Manning. He's not going to go out there and chuck it 40 times a game and they're going to have success. He's learning what the NFL is all about. He's feeding the magic bean to Adrian Peterson, and they're playing within their means and they're winning ball games right now. There's no better way to level the playing field against an opponent that you think is better than you or you know is better than you than to run the ball, be patient, sit back, don't call crazy exotic blitzes, be safe with your play calls, have solid special teams. Maybe you are the best punter in the world, but just play within your means. Don't do anything crazy. Don't take a tip that you're getting from us tonight. Never practice it, never lab it, and then try and use
try
it.
the zone of shallow route on the first play, take a sack, fumble.
Not
all
worth
of a sudden, you're down 7-0, the game's over. What you need when we saw this, we saw the Tennessee Titans get down last week to the Houston Texans 14-0. There's no coming back. The Texans are a more talented team. I don't think anybody would argue that, and that defense is great, and they play great with the lead. And they play great with the lead. So you have to shorten the game. Fewer snaps. Slow it down. Do that by running the ball, taking the ball out of harm's way, less turnovers.
Right.
Gibbs talks about this a lot. In an 8-minute game of Madden, not going to lose too many because you're going to continue to outclass your opponent. If you're better than your opponent, it's going to continue to show the longer you play. It's like a graph. It's going to continue the score to go this way. The shorter the game, the lower the variation can be with the window. So you want to make sure that if you know that, wow, this guy's pretty good, I'm still learning, I'm trying something new, I got a new team, I'm going to shorten the game this way, play solid, not go for too many crazy things. You can really tighten up the game. That's why when the Madden Challenge was only 2 minutes in the first couple rounds, anything can happen. One turnover, anything can happen. It can be a fumble, it can be really anything. So you don't want to give up a long touchdown because you're clicking on and trying to make a play. You're going to want to click off like we did on tosses and sweeps and shorten the game.
Right. I think a great strategy to do to try and compete with someone that is better than you or you think that is better than you is to just live the fight another day, right? I mean, if it's 3rd and 5 and you think you have a nice blitz and you want to use it, don't give up the big play. Fight that urge to try and use it and make a big play. If you're not there yet, if you're not ready, live to fight it another day. Make him drive down the field, waste time, play a lot of coverage defense, and make him earn every single yard that he gets. There's no better defense in the history of Madden NFL than 2-man under this year.
Just as a base, just as a general, anybody can play it as a base.
Right, and it's just so good. I mean, I've been playing Madden for 18 years. I've never seen a stock just 2-man under defense. It's really effective, and it's really hard to consistently beat all over the field, right? Sit back, play a 2-man under, dollar, 3-2-6 defense, control the blitzy middle linebacker, user control him, rush 3 guys, make sure your DNs can get after the quarterback, let them rush, have everyone manned up. You try and make a couple user plays with a guy that doesn't have an assignment to anybody, play 2-man under coverage, and make your opponent beat you that way.
That's how you can tighten up the game, guys, and take down somebody who's possibly at a higher level than you are right now. All right, let's take a look at our next question here and see what we have. It's coming up from Star Word Road X91. Raiders user, should I spread the carries around to Taiwan Jones and Mike Goodson or stick with DMC? Darren McFadden, what are the keys when you have a great running back? Let's go into game here as we have D'Angelo Williams and the Panthers on PlayStation 3. How many carries should you give to each of these guys? Is there one that's better than the other? And what stats and keys are you looking for? Do you like the styles? Let's talk about, should you go with one or many?
Well, first and foremost, it depends on the type of formations you're using. If your whole offense revolves around like a formation like single back ace or it revolves around a strong close, for example, I would say stick to one feature back, and then if someone gets injured or someone gets tired, then look to sub in someone else. That would be my general rule of thumb. Now, if you get creative with your formations and say you're using a playbook like the Balance playbook, which is our tournament e-guide, you have the full house formation, which the full house formation has the ability to give an effective handoff to a fullback. You have an effective handoff that is to your feature back in the far backfield. And then you also have, you could flip the play and run a handoff to the other fullback on the opposite side of the formation. So technically you have the ability to run the ball with 3 different players out of one formation. So I'm saying if you want to use a platoon backfield, you want to use all those halfbacks, and I don't blame you. They're the best players on your team. If you can use those 3 guys and then get Jacoby Ford, Darius Hayward-Bay out wide in the full house set, think of all that speed you have. 98 with Ford, 97 with Hayward-Bay, 97 with Goodson, 97 with McFadden, and 93, 95 with Goodson. Something like that.
93, I think he has 95 agility.
You have a lot of speed out there. I would recommend putting Darren McFadden as the deep feature back in the full house. And then at each fullback spot, put Goodson and Tywan Jones, and then Hayward-Bay and Ford out wide, and run a fullback slam, run the halfback draw, power O's, the halfback slams. If that's really what you're focused on, then look at that as a way to use all the halfbacks in a rushing attack.
I will come in and say, if you're going to use runs like HB stretch, always give the ball to Darren McFadden if you're a Raiders user. Never, ever, ever take him off the field unless he is tired or injured or something. Never get him off the field. He is too good in too many situations that you never want to use their backups because he does so much more. Same thing with the Ravens here. Ray Rice. We have it on Xbox real quick. If I'm going to run a one-style back system, I'm going to continue to use Ray Rice. I'm never going to try and get him off the field. They just don't have enough other backs that really pique my interest. Rice can do it all. He can catch. He can run. He's a great guy to have. So you never want to take him off the field just to say, well, yeah, I have this backup running back, and I should give him maybe a couple carries a game. Never do that. Maybe even if you have a team like that, what you want to do is not use those formations quite as much. The other thing you can do, if you have a specific backfield like the Chiefs, they have Jamal Charles, who I would say never take off the field. But, like Gibbs mentioned, he makes a very good point. Use Peyton Hillis on the field as a fullback, his trucking rating. The Niners, they have plenty of backs. None of them are that much better than everybody else. So whatever type of runs you're doing or whatever type of plays you're calling, then use the Niners backs appropriately for whichever run you're running.
Right.
But in general, if you have one good back who can do it all, you should never just be like, oh yeah, well I have a backup, so I might as well get him 6 carries a game. No. If you run that good guy, your best guy, until his legs fall off. The key to getting other guys on the field is to put them in different positions. Don't necessarily take carries away. Yeah,
absolutely. I had a nice question in the chat. Carpi DM in there was asking, or he was answering. He said, someone had a question about what is a base defense, and it was stemming off of the question that we had about how to beat an elite player. So if you go on the Xbox 360 real quick here, I'll show you what we believe is what a base defense really means. So if I come out in a quarters defense, if Farls comes out, a shotgun set or something like that to pass out of.
Guys, this is a very good tip.
And so what I'm going to show you here is you always would, in theory, come out in this cover 4 defense. So I just want to keep talking about this elite question. This is a great question. So if you come out in the cover 4, you have the ability to play cover 4. With a quick audible left, you have the ability to play a cover 3. Quick audible right, you have the ability to play a cover 2. Quick audible up, you have the ability to play a 2-man under. And a quick audible down is a man-to-man blitz. So if you set one audible, and that one audible would, two audibles I would say, set 2 audibles. One of the audibles would be a cover 2 sink, and then one audible would be a zone blitz that complements this man-to-man blitz. That is a base defense. It's not one play. The base defense that we always talk about is having the ability from one formation to call every single type of coverage there is in the game. So when we look at a cover 4, cover 3, cover 2, 2-man under, cover 2 sink, man-to-man blitz, zone blitz. That is a huge tip that we didn't even mention earlier when we were talking about that question. If you stick to something like that, I know a lot of people might be frustrated when people run a no-huddle scheme on them. If you stick to this, you're set to go for whatever they might do. I mean, if it's 3rd and 2, you probably don't. You're in the cover 4. Well, check down and play into your cover 2, or maybe you play into the cover 3 and bring a safety in the box. So you just have the versatility. It gives you the ability to call a basic play for whatever the situation is. And that would be more so on you. Like if it's 3rd and 15, Farls, what should I call? 3rd and 15, what should I call?
Do you think you should gas them up, or do you think you should drop guys back?
If you're facing a better player, I would say probably stick with the cover 4.
Definitely cover 4.
Or 2-man under.
Or 2-man under. You want to mix up your zones, and you want to really make sure that you're doing a good job confusing them, but just kind of stick with the bread and butter, heavy 2-man under. But this base defensive tip is huge, being able to access all your plays. Something we talked about last year, but like we said, new guys here may not know that. All right, a key thing I want to talk about right now. Madden Ballin wants to know, he's kind of new here, how is it possible to play on the Game of the Week? Well, you can sign up for the Game of the Week qualifiers on virgingaming.com. Just go there. They start up Friday at 12 p.m. So if you are around lunchtime on Friday, Eastern, go to virgingaming.com, look for the tournament for the Virgin Gaming qualifiers. If you win that, you get to play on Game of the Week. Chief did it last week. We've had a couple winners, and we're going to continue to use this format because we want to just get the best guys possible. When we go into the random lobby, you know, it's great to play guys, but we want to make sure that we're giving you high-quality action. Chief's going to bring some high-quality action. I don't know what he told. Now I'm kind of getting nervous. I was like, man, because Chief ran the ball on me, but now I got that run D, so I'm really trying to make sure I can lock him up. But you can sign up, though, if you do want to play in the Game of the Week. Just win the tournament, and you will be all locked up and ready to go. It's going to be a good time.
Almost that time.
It's going to be a good time. It's almost time for that.
We got to get some mailbags, some more light. We got to get a lightning round in this week. We didn't get one in last week.
All right, let's finish up this last question, then we'll do that. All right, guys, time for the Virgin Gaming tip of the week. It comes from JJ App. He wants to know, I've been struggling against the Panthers offense. I have no way of stopping it. Can you help? Well, you're in luck. Over here on PlayStation 3, we do have the Panthers offense, and we have an extra tip that we got from one of the EA team members on how to actually press the heavy Panther formation.
Yep.
Something that we do want to get out to you guys and share, because this is a common formation that newer guys are going to see online, and it can be a challenge to stop, especially when you get some receivers like Steve Smith out in some tough areas of this field.
And what I will tell you right now, guys, is I'll be the first to admit when I say I overlooked something. I overlooked something so simple.
You got too excited.
I overlooked it. I mean, one of the big things that people are talking about right now about the gun-heavy Panther and its effectiveness is you can't press anybody stock. I mean, you can manually press somebody, but you can't press anybody else. You just can't press anybody, which makes
Because
it
in theory, they're tight ends.
In theory, they're tight ends. So Falls comes out in tight end stick. Now, if you snap the ball here, Falls, just go. What will happen is, I'm in 2-man under, no one pressed. Okay.
Nobody pressed Steve Smith here.
No one pressed. Okay, I get that. Now, here's where we have to do the workaround. We're not going to be able to press everybody on this formation, all right? But we can press these outside wing players. All you need to do is slide them in, get them in position. Farls,
watch Steve Smith on the right here.
You got to put them on streaks.
You got to get them on the
streaks. There you go.
I got excited. I got so excited to shoot because
that's
I feel like
bad.
We overlooked it. I feel like we overlooked it. We were just like,
overlooked it.
We were just like, I can't do it. But then we never said, oh, what if you just slide him in a little bit?
And
hello.
Yeah, and right now Zan's saying you don't have to even manually slide, so he must have a special Zan's corner he knows about where you don't even have to manually slide them over. But
Steve Smith on the right here.
You put him on streaks.
Got him on the.
Put him on streaks.
Put him on streaks.
Just so you know that they're going. And there you go. And you put the other guy on a weird route, and then he couldn't get in. Just put him on there on the streaks or in the slants. So what you're going to see is that by manually moving them over, you're going to ensure that you're going to get the press coverage that you're looking for to help slow down this formation.
Pretty nice. I feel like we said, yeah, they're tight ends. Yeah, I'm not even going to waste my time. But
it's going to work even better on Xbox too, by the way.
Totally. So a nice little key here. You could, and then if you're getting beat by a tight end, you can manually press him. So you have the ability to press at least 3 of the routes.
Here's what I would do on PlayStation 3. I would do this, all right? PlayStation 3, I'd slide them in. I would take a D end, and I would sit in front of this left receiver here. I'd move him back.
Hold down R1 on PlayStation.
And I would sit in front of him, and I would hold down R1, and I'd press him that way. Now, those 2 guys are going to get pressed. It's going to slow down the reads. They might not be able to use or catch those routes as well anymore. Yes, you have a lot of other things to worry about, but I'm telling you right now, as a base starting point to stop one of the most effective formations everyone's using online right now, this is the starting point. And thanks to the dev from EA that total stat.
So it's still going to be a challenge to stop stuff, and it's still just a tough offense. A lot of compressed sets beat man-to-man coverage. It's something that we've taught in this guide for years. And here you have the ultimate compressed set with Cam Newton. So there's still going to be a lot going on. You can definitely play some zone, but being able to slide those guys in and get some pressing now to slow them down a little bit, it's just something that we've heard. Oh, you can't press there. Something that I think we even said you can't press it, but we just never thought.
Never thought to try to slide them in.
Another key to stopping those crossings route is to lab specific playbooks that align better.
Formations.
Specific formations on defense.
Right.
That are going to just align a little bit different, and you should be able to slow them down
Absolutely.
a little bit. There's some certain ones out there that will definitely hang with those routes underneath a lot better.
And Zan just informed us, Zan's corner, he's going to come out tomorrow with a Panther-heavy defense to help stop some of the other things that people are experiencing. So you can check that out tomorrow at madtips.com. It'll be, I don't know what time it'll be up, but Zan will have it for us on Zan's corner.
All right, guys, make sure you tune into that on madtips.com tomorrow. That's it for the questions portion. We will take some questions later during the games if you guys are in the chat and want to send them. We got some emails coming in. I'm hoping to get an email so I can help out that guy, send it into the team, but I haven't got it yet. But I do have some good guys. Reminder, if you bought the print guide, just take a picture, email it, zfarls@madtips.com. We'll send you this Carolina bonus video. We'll actually run this and probably tell you that fact. But yeah, it's pretty nice. So let's take a look. We'll have a lightning round. We'll have time for one lightning round. Do we have Skype set up? All right. Tech guy's giving me the thumbs up. So we'll take the first caller at 508-318-TWIM. That's 508-318-8946.
Someone already got the call in there? That was quick.
Do we have a caller on the line? Nope, not yet. We're working on it. Do we have a caller on the line?
Yes, you do.
Who do we have?
Who do you think it is? Jedi Capricorn again.
Wow. You're the best lightning rounder ever in the history of the world.
Pretty good.
You got to put it on speed and be ready.
All right, all right. Well, we'll have two lightning rounds, so let Jedi do one, and then we'll have another person call in and do a second lightning round real quick. All right, Jedi.
I'll tell you what, though, before you start, since I already bought my starter guides, and I won a lightning round previously this year already, I'm going to play this one for my boy from Madden Kings who's in the chat, D-Money25. He's new to Madden to TWIM. These guys have never been in here before. They got a whole league of 32 guys that are tuned in and watching tonight. So D-Money25, I see you in the chat. If I win this lightning round, it goes to you, buddy.
Wow.
All right, you got it. It's great to have some league guys in the chat. We welcome them in, and we hope these tips can help them take down that crown. So lightning round time, step up for the Jedi man. Let's see who we have as the first person on the list. Golden Tate is obviously a hot topic. What is Golden Tate's catch rating?
That's going to be pretty high. I'd say it's, let's go with 89.
81. He should get a boost, though, after that shenanigans. What is MD Jennings' catch rating? He's a defensive back for the Packers, as we all know. He was in on that Golden Tate. It's probably not higher than Golden Tate's, is my guess.
Let's go with, I don't know, it might be a little higher. He's a defensive back, so let's go with 83.
Wow, that's really high.
55. They didn't give MD Jennings any love because he would have snagged that ball from Tate, if not. All right, next guy on the list, we have a kicker from the Baltimore Ravens, Justin Tucker. What is Justin Tucker, the rookie kicker's kick accuracy?
Oh, boy, I have no idea. This is going to be a wild guess, but you said he's a rookie, so let's go with a low one. Let's go 76.
87. It looked like 76 when he almost missed that short field goal, but that's all right, Jedi. We're still doing good here. We're still working it, and we got Devin McCourty, Patriots cornerback. What's Devin McCourty's man coverage rating?
Man coverage rating, Devin McCourty. Let's go with 88.
Yes! And
wow.
You just won the lightning round, Jedi. You just won the lightning round. Pretty good right there. Who cares about
right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Who
oh
cares?
My God, all right.
Just do the last one. Just do it.
Last guy, Dennis Peterbread, whatever you want to call him. What's his jump rating?
His jump rating? What position does he play?
Tight end. He jumped over a Patriots receiver.
Oh, is that the guy who jumped over the Patriots receiver?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's go with 91 then. I know it's way off.
87.
87. I was close.
Very
Pretty good.
close.
Jedi, of course you're a winner in our book, especially because you like the New York Giants. We'll get that guy out. Just email me. Have him send me over his MaddenTips.com username, and we will send that over to him. Thanks a lot for calling in.
All right. Thanks for having me on the show, guys. Great job as always.
Thanks,
Got
Jetty.
it. All right. One more caller from the lightning round. First number, 508. Wow.
Quick.
Do we have a caller on the line?
Yes, right here.
All right. Who do we have?
We got Ryan Dykes.
Ryan Dykes in the house.
Wow, Ryan Dykes.
He said he was locking in. He's been asking great questions. I feel like his game is improving. He's one of those guys that really takes these tips and runs with them. So, all right, Ryan, you ready to go through the lightning round?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go. First guy on the list, Andrew Brown. Speed.
Andrew Brown.
I feel like we might have been.
Might have been Andre
That's
Brown.
the Giants running back, right?
Andre Brown.
Yeah, Giants, Andre Brown.
I'm going to say speed. I'm going to say 85.
Ooh,
87, pretty tight, pretty good right there. Another Giants, another New York Giants player, one of our favorites of all time, Ramses Barden. He's a receiver. What's his speed?
Oh, 85.
Cash money.
That's my tight end.
Oh,
yeah.
he knows.
Oh, yeah. Mikel Lejour, a running back for the Lions. What's his speed rating?
Mikel LeSure?
Yes.
It's got to be, I would think, right around 86.
Yes,
Ooh, 85.
Very good, very good. Another guy who had a great game, Jamal Charles here. What's Jamal Charles' speed rating?
Speed, it's got to be 98.
Yes,
98, yeah.
97, yes. Still very, very good. And Ryan Dykes, you're going to win this, but just let me know, what is Sebastian Janikowski's kick accuracy rating?
Yeah, I would think it would be 99, but I'm going to say 98.
94, 93.
93.
It's not bad.
93. Ryan, you are a winner. Thanks a lot for asking great questions every week, tuning in. We really appreciate it. We'll get you that guide unlocked. Just email me over your Madden Tips username.
All right, perfect. I'll send you another email.
All right,
Thanks, Ryan.
man. Thanks a lot.
A great new member to Madden Tip Nation.
Yeah, Ryan Dykes is a great new member.
Love
We've
it.
got some great guys who ask questions.
A lot of
do
guys.
A great job.
A lot of guys in the chat, old time here. Lotto's in the chat. We got Captain Video in the chat right now. He just said it.
Shout out to Captain Video. We ran a tournament this week in Boston on Saturday. Captain Video came, he saw, he conquered. He took it down. He won over $400 playing Madden NFL 13 this weekend. Nice victory. Uses the Dallas Cowboys. We're hoping to get him to come on to TWIM. If you want to see Captain Video in studio taking us on,
press 1 right now.
Give us a 1. A great player.
Here's
pretty
what,
nice.
So at the tournament, so this is what happened. So he's playing, and I'm sitting back watching everyone play,
hanging out.
He's just kind of maxing, relaxing, and I'm watching Captain Video play. And at this point, I had no idea he was a Madden Tip guy. I had no clue. And watching him play, and I literally go to Farls, I slap him on the arm and go, this kid knows what he's doing. Literally, all I had to do was watch him play and run like 1 or 2 plays. I could tell he is a baller. So you got to watch and talk to him in the chat. If you have questions about how do you win a tournament, I know we people talk about it all the time, and we tell you how to do it. But you want direct experience from a guy that just won one recently, this past weekend.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And there was some tough guys there. He took them out early, and then he had a nice game in the finals. Came in, took it right down. He was using some advanced tactics that we saw. You could see Gibbs is like, look what he's doing on the right here. I'm like, oh.
I was like,
yeah,
oh, this guy knows.
He knows what he's doing. When you see a guy user bump, when you see a guy hold defenders, when you see a guy running routes with 2 combinations where they have to user and you can force it to hit underneath. He had this Jason Witten to the right side working, picking up big third downs with it consistently.
He used the Cowboys playbook.
Used the Cowboys playbook too, which was nice. He had one tight game that went into overtime, but he was able to get the coin toss and move it downfield. So it was a nice performance by him. And it was a great tournament overall. We had a bunch of guys there. We'd like to see
Mark, John, Ventura. I mean, I can't remember their names. Everyone remembers, but those names that kind of resonated in my mind.
Yep.
Thank you to everyone that showed up. It was awesome.
Daryl was there.
Daryl,
Pretty good player,
DK,
too.
Yep.
Ran with the Eagles. See, I think Daryl made a mistake. I want to talk about him for a second here at this tournament. Daryl was playing with a different team, and he switched to the Eagles the night before. I played him on Friday night. I put a little hurting on him, and he said, I'm going to try the Eagles. And I said, I think they do have a great defense. They got fast receivers. They got Michael Vick. I think it's going to work with the scheme that you're running. He switched to the Eagles. Vick overthrew a couple passes. He got down, and in those tight games, the games were 4 minutes. Anything can happen, like we talked about. and Daryl, you know, lost a couple games, still won a couple games, but I think Daryl's a lot better player than he showed. I know he's in the 3rd round of Virgin Gaming Tournament, and he's a guy we'd love to have come down too sometime. So tough day for Daryl when you know you're better than you played, and he should have stuck with his gut and not switched over to the Eagles. But you know, that's something that you learn for next tournament. But congratulations to Captain Video for winning this tournament, and it was a great time had by all. So.
Captain Video just got a PS3. We talked to him about that.
Yeah, because he's gonna be working on going to Vegas and getting that down. So that's pretty exciting. All right, it is no longer tip time. It is time to lock up in the game of the week. We're gonna play against Chief. Pretty excited. If you want to play on PS3, no tournament needed this week. Just go to the lobby. Go to the lobby on PS3 Patriots. Get in there. SGibs will choose a random person.
Random.org.
And it will get done.
It's time to lock up. Time to lock up.
All right, guys, time to bring it. I'm going to go play the Chief, working on my run D.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Let's see.
I'm excited. I recognize them.
All right, I'm getting ready to lock up here on Xbox. Getting kind of nervous. Remember, you can sign up in the VG qualifier. Just go there Friday at noon. Search for the Virgin Gaming Qualifier Tournament. If you win, get a spot live on TWIM. And there's going to be a bunch of gift cards later, too. There's a lot going on if you read the post that we send out. So it's something that you're going to want to sign up for. It's pretty neat.
All right, Silent Killer, you got a couple seconds here.
Chief kicked. So let's see. Give me some Xbox here. It's going all red Chiefs. Kicked it to Sam Shields. I'm going to get out of bounds. All right. You got some Xbox?
Xbox here. Tech guy pulled on the screen. Got the game going on Xbox.
All right,
Silent
so
Killer.
He kicked it short. I just ran out of bounds to avoid taking the hit. One of the things I am nervous about here is my base play is, you know, Crow Flats. He knows it. I'm sure, labbed everything possible to stop it. So, yes, it's my base play, and yes, it's not stoppable. But now, I'm kind of nervous, you know. So,
ooh, a little running for you. I like the old ZFarls. Love the old ZFarls. Wow. Silent Killer, I sent the invite. I'm gonna have to take another opponent.
And maybe I clock the game a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe I see what's going on over here, depending on who we have going on. So.
James Jones likes the Chiefs' red uniforms.
They are pretty nice. He's able to get a gain to Jordy Nelson.
Jordy!
You know.
All right, Silent Killer. Oh, you finally came in. There you go.
So I didn't set the counter weak as an audible just because I kept the stretch. But obviously he knows all about the stretch because that's one of the runs that he goes with. So I'm all in my own head. I just got to play my game.
All right, Silent Killer's using the Lions here.
Right now, he has the corners back. I feel like he is begging me to run curl flat. You know, maybe I'm overthinking this. Gibbs, you're messing with my head here. He's got 8 in the box.
I know. He wants you to run curl flats, I think.
I think he does. I think he does, my friend.
I think he's baiting you to do it, and then hey.
I know.
Farls, I'll tell you this right now.
He knows.
I don't know.
Did you lab with him?
Huh? No.
You didn't?
Did not.
Dang.
I told him one thing. That's all I did. One thing. I told him one defense and one new defense. That's all. It wasn't run defense, I'll tell you that much. It was just a blitz. So
pick. He knew the halfback was coming. I'm all in my own head right now. He did definitely drop the back to the flat there. I should have thrown it sooner, and I didn't, and that was my mistake. And now we're one play behind here.
Double screen, tech guy. Tech guy. What you gonna do?
The question is, do I put Desmond Bishop in for the hip power with the run D, or do I put in, another player like Brad Jones who's faster? Looking out for potential screens here to Charles. Oh. He goes with... Notice where Charles was. I didn't even notice that in the backfield. He had McCluster in the backfield, Charles on the actual run. That's something to take into account. Like we said, he puts him in the best chance to win.
Great work, tech guy. Solid work. What you just did.
Willie Beans. I think he dropped the guy back on that curl. I don't think it was quite there like I thought.
Tekka, what you gonna do when it comes for you? Tekka.
Screen. I just missed the tackle. Jamal Charles breaks the tackle. Jamal Charles breaks 2 tackles. So exactly what we talked about just happened. Jamal Charles. We missed a tackle, and then we missed.
Fight through those blocks, SGibs.
And now we're in trouble.
I gotta do one thing here, Silent Killer. Sorry. One thing. I don't like the big menus on the game when I play, so I remove them. Can I not remove them? I thought you could remove them. No? Maybe not. Guess not. I thought you could do that.
What is it?
I wanted to change.
I don't think you can do it in game, maybe?
I thought you could, though. I thought you could do that, but not change your quick links. All right, ready to go, Silent Killer.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. First down here.
All right, Silent Killer, ready to go, kid. Farls, I can tell Farls is in a battle because he's quiet, and all I can hear are his adjustments.
So I got two good-sized plays so far, but you know, he knows.
Farls.
What are you gonna do? Pick. Nope. Dropped by Cobb. Bummer.
Woo, D-Ware, kid. 3rd and 18. Got him in a long yardage situation. He's got a touchdown?
Yep.
Well, it looks like he is using our quarters 3 deep defense as well. I did not tell him that. Promise you that.
You know.
He's going 5 wide. 5 wide.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. And he wants to throw it across the middle. These DBs will not back off. The quarterback's hollering out instructions.
I got a late hit on the quarterback. And that's my fault too. I wasn't dumb. Wow. That's tough, Gibbs. I shouldn't have done what I did there. I wasn't ready with my setup and my plays.
Bad throw.
I had confusion on my part.
Bad throw. 3rd and 4.
So he's going to look like to run the rock again.
NFL quarterbacks cannot miss wide open receiver. That flag gives them a new set of downs. After the incompletion, 3rd and 4 coming up. We'll go
Counter City, and we got that locked down. On the counter there to Javid Best. He running the counter like we suggested, where you flip it and run it to the right side, so I like that. I like what he was doing there. Captain video in the chat.
Pick.
You threw a pick?
Yeah.
Slow it down, kid. Slow it down.
Slow it down.
Slow
I
it
thought he was
down.
gonna sit inside. I tried to lob it deep, but I did not get a good look. Got beat on the screen. Just gotta be ready, like we said.
So it looks like Silent Killer here running some clock right now, and I like that strategy. If he thinks that he's in a match that he's not the favorite in this situation. So it comes out in a 2 wide receiver set.
They give it to the running back. Playing press coverage to the outside. Corners formation here for the defense.
And delay a game. That's tough. Can't take that one. Can't take a delay game there, kid. That's tough. That's a tough penalty. And I got him in a 2nd and 17 situation again. So right now I'm thinking.
So my run defense did not work as planned there, and now we're down 14-0.
Ooh, Farls. ZFarls.
It's not good. Did not set the edge, correct. Willie Beans tried to go through the line of scrimmage to be a hero on the power row, and didn't make it there.
I think he's going fullback slam here. Pressure, pick that off, SGibs. SGibs a bit. I need you there. Willie Beans got your back right now, Farls. Willie Beans has your back.
I respect that.
3rd and 17. He's in maybe field goal range with Hansen. I don't know if Hansen still got that boot. He's been doing it for years. Silent Killer going through his playbook, finding the right play. Farls against Chief in the game of the week.
When you have defensive ends like the corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The quarterback has his team's attention here. Press coverage all the way. Takes the snap from the shotgun. Airing it out.
Pick that up. Oh, McCray. Mr. McCray, I need you there. My safety lineup, Willie Beans, I use Church, McCray, and Church. The lineup in the 3 deep is Church, Sensabaugh, and McCray. I really like what the Cowboys bring to the table with their free safety combination. McCray and Church, they're not the best overall rated players, but they're very solid players. Uh-oh, SGibs decides to take it out. Ooh, and he gets lit up on the sideline. ZFarls not talking much, so I can imagine things aren't going the best for him right now.
Just playing. Just, you know.
And let's take a look here. All right, my first offensive possession. Captain Video is right. Church lays lumber. I think he's got an 88 or 87 hit power. So I see a 3-down line. I'm probably expecting a little bit of coverage first play of the game. I don't know. We'll see, though. So I'm going to test him early, run a halfback draw, cut, juke Yucatan Peninsula. Now it's 2nd and 1. I just need to move the chains here. In this situation, move the chains. So we're going to check down. Hold your blocks, boys. Hold your blocks. DeMarco. Oh, no. ZFarls action.
Game starts.
Ogletree. Break that tackle, Murray. Be a man right there, kid. I like that. I like your heart. I like the heart. So now it's 2nd and 3. I'm almost at midfield. Just look to pick up positive yards once again here. I love the halfback draw against the set. Now I'm in field goal range. I like to do this when I get in this situation here. I like to take a chance. I like to take a chance. Test them deep. I like to take a chance. And I get a big user catch on the sideline. Get legs. Whoop, put the ball up. Whoop, touchdown. Ring the bell. Raiders. I'm not using the Raiders anymore, but that was a big time play. I love that. That's why I like testing it early on that sideline. Love that play. Love that play. Farls driving. Who gets the ball in half, Farls?
He does so. It's big.
The Lions are ready to receive the kick.
Had a touchdown.
Farls.
Do I take my 3? I think I do.
I don't like that kick, SGibs. Get by. Get over there. Get legs. User.
All right, gotta stop.
Great
the run
special
a little bit
teams
here.
by SGibs. Guys, EA Sports 1 is reminding you there. It's only available during the show. Use the code TWIM40. You're going to get 40% off a winner's kit or starter bundle on MaddenTips.com. Only during the show, so take advantage of that live right now.
That's a good job. Press coverage all the way. My guess is it's going to be okay. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Cut in there. Oh, love you, B. Carter. J. Charles. I like you taking the points. That's a smart move.
Yeah, maybe the first smart thing I've done all game.
You just got to fight.
Gotta claw.
Jim, I think that's why they're so excited about what's going to go on this
Hey,
year.
3 points can win you this game. You saw it a couple weeks ago when I played Edie the boy. I didn't have any points besides a field goal at the end of the half.
Nothing but positive energy when you talk about the Chiefs. 2-minute warning will not back off.
We've got an update on the earlier injury, and we're hearing now
He will return back to the
He's making some adjustments here.
Yeah, it's good news to hear, isn't it? I mean, for his family, his friends, and of course, most importantly right now.
Woo, what a play, Gibbs! I'm going to toot my own horn on that. Uh-oh, he got hurt. Carter got hurt. I swooped through that gap like a phenom, a beast. It's all right, so Sean Lee is going to come in the game, 3rd and 11. Let's see what we dial up here. We're going to bring pressure. I'm going to try a new blitz I've been working on. Let's see how it works.
nickel formation here for the defense. Now laying press coverage to the outside. Carries the football.
This team
Uh-oh. I got to call timeout. There's some lag I wasn't able to get the setup in. I could have gotten roasted there. So I had to call timeout, unfortunately. But the timeout allows me to get Bruce Carter back in the field, which I like.
He should be able to return before this one's over.
Captain Video still in the chat. ZFarls in a battle here right now. A lot of single back jumbo right now by Chief.
Be happy because he has been playing awfully well. Just a quick drop.
Oh, a swing pass.
Oh, Charles Woodson. Why are we break? Uh-oh.
Tough.
Charles Woodson breaking down. Let the halfback go. Was in 2-man under there. Just didn't make a play on the ball, and then we did not tackle after. So got sucked up against the run.
Oh,
Sort of,
that should have been such a pick.
Didn't call my run D. Wasn't in cover 0.
Should have been a pick. Chief right now is taking it to Farls right now. Farls really needs to rebound, play his game. He can easily get a touchdown here to start the second half. Yeah, to end the half, easily. Play your game. A great return by Sam Shields helps.
That'll get me started. Gotta just do better.
You got this. You got it. Touchdown. Go down by 11. Oh, wow. He's already using the 99 punts. And he's locked on. Nice punt.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky.
Looks like Silent Killer was using... Silent Killer was labbing during the game of the week. Or during TWIM. There you go. Take off the Rodgers. That's why you get an Aaron Rodgers. That's why you get one of those at the auction. Chief's a ball player, boys and girls. And here I'm thinking he's showing blitz. I think he's doing that because he wants to intimidate me to think that he's actually blitzing, but I'm not going to fall for that.
Ooh.
And I make a... Oh, I'm playing well right now. I'm playing well right now. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I am playing good ball right now. Motion Ogletree, motion Ogletree, motion Ogletree. Go, speed, cut. Yucatan Peninsula, cut. One man to beat, guy. One man to beat, SGibs.
So he's definitely shading his corners outside, trying to stop the curl flats, for sure. He's definitely making an adjustment that not many people are making yet thus far. He's definitely labbed against it because that's nice. That's nice. You can just see they're sitting out there.
Truck that man. 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. We are moving the chains. Motion Brian over. Snap. Go. That guy made a nice play in there.
Finley drops the ball. I know we've all seen that before. And I got to go for it here. I know it's 21-3, but he gets ball at half. Right down 3 scores. Guys, this game of the week's on the line right here.
Tough route, S. Gibbles and Bits. Let's go. Yeah, I just called myself S. Gibbles and Bits. I don't know. Something's wrong with me.
It's the defensive player sitting over on the sideline, getting a drink of water.
Big play. I'm going to even watch this. Big play by ZFarls.
And I called the wrong play.
I called the wrong play.
So we're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, I like it.
And
I'd
we're
readjust.
going to be patient.
Readjust. Breathe. 4th and 5. Make a play.
Whew. All right.
First and goal for SGibs. Oh, I want to watch it play so bad.
Here they come. There's the quarterback barking out new signals.
I need to watch.
And after that catch for a first down.
Come on, Farls.
He sends the halfback in motion from the gun. He'll fire it out to the left.
Tough.
Didn't get it.
Tough. He went for it. I like it. He went
Trying to make
for
a
it.
play. Randall Cobb not getting it done. This one's going to be tough.
That's why you get a Tony Romo. I like it. I like it. I like it. Play some defense right now, Falls. Hold them to a field goal if you can. Nice play. Who is that? AJ Hawk?
Hawk making a play over the middle.
You got this, Falls. You're in the game still. You can rebound. Rebound.
For sure. For sure. Just gotta play better. That's it. I mean,
Halfback stretch. Boosh. For the win.
He's in for the touchdown.
Need a big play on defense here.
Never be satisfied.
I think he's using West Coast play.
looks like Charles is definitely coming out.
He's got his reads down. I'll tell you that.
Throw over the middle. I do got to go for max coverage, D. I have been trying to play up against the run, and it's burnt me a little bit. Run D's been working. Haven't had an opponent it hasn't worked against yet. Didn't have it last time I played him, but apparently definitely running some good runs. And the screen pass hurt me on this first drive.
That's a good kick right now. That's a good kick, I'll tell you that right now. Blow him up, D-Ray. Hold him to the field goal. That's it. That's what you got to focus on right now. Everyone's right now. People are saying you don't have a chance in this game.
And the defense being too aggressive, they're over pursuing. So you do the little counter, go the opposite direction, and it works well.
Chief's got plays. He's got plays for days, kid.
Bunch of receivers lined up on one side for this play.
Pick.
Stands in the pocket.
Good playmaker,
That was a good playmaker.
and good way to get out of bounds. Save a timeout.
That's a nice job. Corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Good job here by the quarterback. He doesn't like the quarterback marking out new signals. The play to the receiver by giving it
Ooh!
Man
One to
beater
corner.
left. Man beater left. Man beater left.
Pick.
Man beater right.
Hold him to a field goal. Hold him to a field goal. You
All
got
right.
it.
That's the goal right here.
getting that first down. This offense methodically just
And Chief can pass you right. We normally think of Chief as a run guy.
I mean, definitely it helps when you run. You know, I'm not calling my regular defense. I'm thinking about the run.
Here for the defense up at the line of scrimmage. They come to the line of scrimmage. Tight end in motion. Defensive backs are ready for a battle.
Scrape, SGibs. Scrape. Uh-oh.
Got out of position. Let up a TD.
No way.
Yeah, this one is going to be rough.
Wow. That was a long run. I can't give up that. Scrape poorly. Scrape poorly. You can come back. You got a whole half. He put up 28. You come back. Let's go.
The Packers are back deep, ready to return.
First and 10. I got to think about conserving time here so I can potentially get the ball back.
And he'll start his press coverage all the way at the 22. Quarterback is calling something out. Does an awful job. He doesn't read the blocks. His guys are knocking him down. He goes the wrong way, and that gives him that first to 10. Good job, quarterback.
Pick. Pick that off. Somebody. Anybody. Get me somebody. Anybody.
Good job of the offense.
Go around here.
They're down by more than 7.
Don't fumble.
It's a half's over.
Yeah, but don't fumble and pick it up for a touchdown.
That would be. That would just
That
pile
would
it
be.
on.
I think maybe it's just Chief has your number.
He's had my number so far this season for sure. Here's the funniest part. He took down SGibs last year. I avenged SGibs' loss in a tight game. This year he beat me earlier in the season. SGibs avenged my loss.
Run.
And now I've had the chance. And when I heard Chief won, I was like, well, I'm playing on Xbox this week because I got to take him out. And it hasn't gone my way tonight.
He's played us a couple times this year, so he definitely has a little scouting report. He's also probably watched us play, so
Definitely
might
watched
might be
TWIM.
why he knows that we're running certain screens in certain situations. If Josh Mack has got your back, Farls.
I like that.
He wants to take advantage of. Look at the hand signals he's given to the receiver outside.
I'll call timeout there.
Screen.
Didn't like that.
Uses our style screen. Jamal Charles
Wow, just going.
getting weird with Jamal Charles.
Real weird there. Getting real weird.
2 screens for big yards.
3rd and 10. Calhoun County telling Chief, urging Chief, do not get conservative with your play calling. I thought that moved him over the half.
Screen.
Pick, fumble. Needed it.
Nice interior screen. Keeping safe short passes, working off the run game. Nice work by Chief here. Got to give him credit. Definitely seen the game plan and just worked on it. I know a lot of people, I guarantee a lot of people that come in that chat every week haven't said, well, I know what they do.
Pick that off, kid!
Come and show up and try. Chief said, I'm not losing if I get my shot. He only knows he's going to get that chance, and he's capitalized.
Now, Silent Killer, I think you should definitely take a field goal here. Good. I'm glad you are.
Same thing out to the flat. Got over-aggressive. I'm over-aggressive. I'm pressing. I'm trying to make something happen, and that's not my game. That's not how I am going to consistently play my best brand of football.
14-3. I get the ball right here, right now. I think I get the ball half. I get the ball half. I know that. So
scraped with Burnett.
Good scrape. Good scrape. Come on, kid. Clock is ticking, though.
Always does against the Chief.
Go outside. Go outside. Yucatan Peninsula. Felix, I need you there, kid.
Run by Charles. The QB.
All right. So I need to get some points here at the end of the half. I'd like.
How's your game going? Good.
14-3, good guys. 14-3 SGibs. I need some points. I'd like to get some points here. First things first, though. This is my rule of thumb.
I hope he brings it back left.
I'm going to tell you right now, boys and girls. In a situation like this, I do not want to give him the ball back with too much time, just in case my drive isn't going. That's good running right there. So that's why I ran the ball there. It's going to get the clock going. It's moving. It's wasting some time. I have time to maybe run again if I wanted to. I don't think I will, but that's why I ran the ball there. I'm at midfield. I have one timeout. I have the ability to kind of run the ball here a little bit. Go, break one, go, break another, go. So he's giving me the halfback draw. You got to stay committed to something if they're giving it to you. Maybe in this situation, though, I won't run that, or maybe I'm trying to do reverse psychology on him. Here it is again.
Pick.
Ooh,
Jamon Williams, wow.
Bad running there by me. And now let's see. I know maybe I. Oh, Witten got hung up on that, bro. I think I could get the first down, but I'm going to try and play smart football here. I think I could get the first down, but I can't give him that much field position. I had Witten. Tough.
Pick. Oh, C-Dub. 1 yard short. He's going.
See,
I run commit here, yes or no?
That's the question. I don't think you say it on national either.
I'm run commit. No, I just run commit. He's going to pass, but I'm going to try and hopefully get a
settle.
He hit me with that earlier. I was there trying to make the play, just missed. Good call. He knew I run. He was,
You want that, right?
Got a guy out there, tried to get it. United, I'm taking on Chief, getting my butt kicked. It's a bummer.
Happens. If you said if you sat here and looked me straight in the face and you've never taken a butt whooping, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
I like what he's doing here, by the way. Drop. But I sniffed it out.
Clay Matthews or AJ Hawk getting in there on the spy.
14-3.
Gotta get TD. Get some points. I got real impatient. I don't know what I was thinking.
You went
not running my best plays. Went kind of rogue.
You went for it pretty early.
Had to get
he got
score there. He's gonna clock it. Tight games. 4 minutes. Tick tock. Serious.
I assume he's just gonna toss it up the Calvin. I mean, why wouldn't you toss something like that?
Green?
Pick it off. Do something. Really cluster. See, he's got plays for everyone.
Got some mixes and some matches.
Start at the second half. My rock, my magic bean.
A short field goal try on the way.
He had the ball the whole third quarter. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And that's like we said, shorten the game. Shorten the game, tighten it, especially when you have the lead. Think about it. It's big.
Really being saying you're pretty calm right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely I'm definitely not happy. It's definitely never good, but it's like I didn't play my best. I don't know.
Yeah.
A couple of plays were weird, and just kind of more disappointed that disappointed, I guess. You know, it's like when the Giants don't play well, I'm not mad that they lose. I'm just mad that I know that they can play better, and they didn't even get the chance.
Split that seam, Ogletree. I love my man Ogletree. I love it when he gets balls too. I know I get updates. Little empty giant here. Okay, Ogletree over there. Now, I love my man Ogletree. I'll go out of bounds. I'm not taking a fumble hit right there. Moving the chains. Moving DOS chains. Alrighty. And now again, I'm looking to run a little bit. I'm looking to run the ball a little bit here. Scrape, nice scrape, nice scrape. Hold the block, cut inside. I'm running really well tonight. I gotta say, I'm really running the ball well tonight. Go. Having a quick score. You got an onside and pray.
There we go. That's all I can hope for.
Good scrape there. Good scrape there. You know he's playing a lot of coverage.
Jennings, overthrow, Rodgers.
We'll look to take advantage of that coverage.
That's going to be your ball game.
Pick.
I'm going to be stewing over this one for a few days, my friends.
Yes, Gibbles and bits.
I like to lay the egg. I laid one egg last year on TWIM. Otherwise, it was pretty solid. Tonight,
After the long game, let's see what they do.
So this matchup, I'm going to run the ball here because I know I have good man. Hold that block. That's what happens. You get an Ogletree. He just ran right by that guy.
Everybody stays at home, they stay in their gap, and they hold that run over again on second. Quarterback sees something in his defense. He wants to take advantage of it. Look at the hands that he's given to the receiver outside.
so you had
Nice screen. I love it. Love it. Got some more of it. Chief was ready for national line.
Chief was ready. Chief was ready to rock.
Captain Video's got your back, man. Shirvani, yes, we archive all these shows, most definitely. That's going to be a good kick.
He's going deep. He's going.
I got 99 special teams, but I
He
SGibs
just.
ain't one.
Ooh.
Are you gonna try? Are you gonna go for a bonus game after this?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him to play again because I got to.
Oh, rematch!
No. I lost fair and square.
I know, I like
fair
it.
and square, but I don't want to be like, you know, it's just like I said.
Should I play him?
I would do either.
No, you should play him again.
I
You
want
should
more
rematch.
action. I
You should
need a rematch. He doesn't have the great one, but I'm gonna ask. He had one long run with Charles. He had one 80-yard run with Charles. Other than that, it's been yards. It's been a couple of yards, but it hasn't been game breakers, which is good. And then great quick passing, but I'm not in my D because I'm so worried about the run. He's gonna get in here.
That's what happens when you have an effective ground.
Opens everything up. Changes what formations you come out and what you call. You get out your base pass.
And like you see how quickly you can lose control of a game.
Absolutely.
And they score another touchdown. The quarterback has his team's attention here.
Gibbs up 21-3. What do you got? What's happening over there? He's got a nice little short kick here.
Coming at ya. Coming at ya.
And now with the lead, he can sit back. I got to throw, and it just creates. It's like the Cowboys last week with Romo. It's like a self-fulfilling.
It's just like weird vortex.
Yeah.
You just don't want to be a part of.
Trying to get out of the pocket with Raj. A-Raj.
Show me what you got, Raji. Cheddar. A lot of cheddar right there, kids. A lot of cheddar. 5 wide. Don't like 5 wide a lot. I like 5 wide, but you got to get the ball out quick.
I was thinking about running some snugs this game and mix it up on him.
Snuggies?
Never did.
But see, that's what happens when you lose control of the game, and then you can't get to those extra things. So what I think about when you're playing a game of Madden, you go to your bread and butter to get to the point where
nice
then you
heat
can
there
open
from Chief.
What did he run?
Real nice blitz off the left edge. One we're probably gonna want to check out.
I think that's the one I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what it is.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know what it was. I didn't see it, but I'm
hoping he does it again. No, he doesn't.
Screen. James Starks.
Because I wanted.
Is that why you get a James Starks?
That's why you don't want a James Starks.
Still goes shotgun here. No one inside.
There's Bryant.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up. And when
I sort of feel bad for you right now, Farls.
It's okay. Hey, I've gotten beat before, for sure. There's my leak route out to Starks. He picked one earlier, so I've been nervous to throw.
Ogletree, I need you there.
Like I said, it's definitely a good route to throw. Maybe he's in 2 and under. See, that's the draw. That's not the draw. That's the run, which I have.
Oh, baby! I'm a fine-tuned machine right now. I'm playing some good puck. And by puck, I mean
Go, Rogers.
Can you do it? Can you do that?
Now you lose those privileges
when you're down this badly.
Unfortunately, because it is a pretty sweet move.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Maybe time to
See how they back up the big play here. The quarterback's calling.
I'll never ban a curl flat. It's my first love. I just need to get a good counter to it.
No, I think
See
you're
what
fine.
he did. I didn't run it much. I don't know what I was thinking.
You got down early, and I really honestly think that when me telling you that I told him stuff, got in your head.
Definitely.
I didn't tell him anything. I told him one blitz. I swear to God.
And following the extra point, the Cowboys lead by
My game looking a lot like your game.
Yeah.
The Lions are ready to receive the kick. 3-step drop. And that ball nearly picked off. And he dropped it. I know they need a lot.
Bad kick.
Gibbs got it 28-3 in there. I think we do maybe a little bonus action. I might chug a 2-liter Cola.
Then play him?
Yeah. I don't feel like that's going to help me, though.
Lock up for us. Let's go. You got to play rematch. I think you got to do rematch. Double.
All right, here. I'm going to go zig.
Josh Mack is saying he might have truth. His game is the truth, but the uniforms are horrible. So that's what he's saying.
James Starks. All right. Yay, we scored a touchdown. Moral victory. Not into those, peeps. Not into those. Sorry to the TWIM fans. I couldn't put on a better performance for you tonight. Hopefully you stick around. Maybe if we do a bonus, he'll get in.
Pick! Pick! Pick, 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 pick. It's like the Cadbury Bunny. Pick, 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 pick. Was that funny?
A little bit. It's going to go onside, but it seems futile at this point.
You have a chance to make the play.
Go onside.
That time they did,
Fight.
They got the interception.
Yeah.
Hey, I like that Chief won this ball game. I like that he came out and he showed everybody that he means business. You know what I like to do when I get in this situation, boys and girls? I like to take my chances. I like to take my chances. Got him! Boop. Touchdown. Oh, yeah. You know it's coming. You know that's coming. You know I like to take my chances. Like my chances. What'd I tell you? Did I tell you I have a deep ball? I got a deep ball.
Makes the catch. Following the extra point, the Cowboys.
Chief for the win. Well, I guess I'll play another random person.
Yeah, maybe we take somebody from the chat.
You gotta play Chief. I'll play someone random. Everyone go to the Patriots lobby, and after this game, I'll play another. If Farls says he'll play Chief again, I will play another game.
Of course. I'd love to try and show him not as bad as he tried it out. Almost had him, as I showed him. Unfortunately.
This will be the last time you see the Chiefs win this season. Hey, Chief, I remember last year you were talking a lot of smack talk about the Patriots versus Chiefs Monday night game. I just remember what happened there. I don't know if you remember. But, yeah, it was a good game.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. First down on the way.
I feel like he's stopping to type here. Let's see.
That's a gain of 8.
I shouldn't try these road blitzes right now that work, but... Ooh, Milton firing back saying his Ravens are going to win.
They're going to win.
Right on the line of scrimmage. Second down here. Looking for an open receiver on the
I was on him. I was on him.
This will be the final snap.
Ballard, I want to play you, but we got to keep it fair for everybody.
Got to keep it fair for the fans. Very important. I don't expect Chief is a chat watcher. Not that type of guy.
Absolutely.
Not that type of guy. He's a longtime member who respects the integrity of the game. He's not watching the stream and making it. Definitely not. I wouldn't put that on. It's not an excuse for me.
No!
All right.
5 to 10, you're going to lock right back in?
Yeah. We'll watch the end of your game's over.
No, almost.
And then if Chief's in the chat, is he willing to play one more time? Give me a rematch.
He wants it.
If not, would you rather play Gibbs and I'll play a random?
No.
Either way, I'd love to lock up.
I mean, I'll play Chief.
He said he has to go. He said
No.
you have to go quick. He said you have to go quick.
Go quick.
All right, let's do it.
Here we are. They got more than a
Lock up.
lead.
Bonus. Bonus twin. Bonus twin.
Press coverage all
The best part is the stream will end right as this game gets good, potentially. All right, we'll go right back in, Chief. I'll just send you a head-to-head.
Gave up a touchdown. Gave up a drive. I was the pressure was
Do
good
the fans
there.
want it in the chat? Maybe give me one so I know.
Maybe they don't even want a rematch.
Maybe they don't. Maybe they're okay with it. Maybe they don't mind seeing me go down.
I think they like seeing you go down.
I know Wolf does,
Wolf? Wolfie?
but it's okay. You could play.
You gotta play an Arrowhead.
We could, but then that requires him inviting me, which takes longer, which does
Can't
not
you change
really
the
matter.
stadium?
I don't think so.
That would be cool if you could.
The Cowboys
Edit uni? No, I don't want to edit unis. I just want to change the game time to 8 o'clock. How do I do that? Can I do that? I can't do that.
Bad kick, so I'm gonna.
I like to play the games at 8 o'clock instead of.
I like it at
1
night.
o'clock.
You gotta like it at night.
Because it's a little darker. The shadows are a little better.
You gotta like it at night.
I know Josh Mack. I didn't really have a game plan because I was like, oh, he's going to take away my game plan because he knows what it is. But my game plan's so good that doesn't matter. But what was I thinking?
Run the clock.
I got impatient. So mistakes that I made last game. Obviously, we're still on the live stream here. Threw a pick early. I was late on a throw up the seam. That kind of cost me. I played good, pretty solid run D except for one long run. There was a nice screen pass that he had. But I still feel like I should have tackled him. So that kind of got me off my game. He does a good job, like we said, working that run, getting me out of my base D. This game, maybe I go to my base D a little more. I don't know if he's listening.
Reverse psychology.
But maybe I just say, hey, yeah, you want to run it? All right, go a little bit. But you're not going to break a big play, and I'm going to sit underneath. Now I'm going to kick here. Hopefully I can get some good things to happen.
No, Apex. Sometimes we do bonus games. Oh, hey, Farls, what do you see here? Hashtag thrown out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I think he saw it too.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think he was in a cover 4.
size, they got in position, and they made the interception.
All right. Yeah, once SGibs game's over, we'll start the stream. I'm going to sit here and play my bonus show. And I know if you're watching the stream right now, it's about to end. But perhaps you should watch TWIM live next week.
Oh, right. Yeah, you should watch. If you watch it
TWIM
live
next week at 8 if you're missing.
You get the bonus show.
If you're missing out, you get the bonus show.
First and 10. Trying to work that left
Was I not right there, too? Gosh.
He just threw a pass with the halfback, sort of. Okay. All right. Halfback pass.
Can you find a way to punch it in there for the touchdown and not settle for a field goal? As an offensive line.
Drop that ball.
And also, last chance, ebooks.
Don't forget, ebooks, guys. You can while the show is live right now. You can, and you're missing out if you're not watching it live. So be sure to be here next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, MaddenTips.com/TWIM. You are missing out on the code TWIM40. You can get our winter kit and starter bundles for 40% off, which is a great deal. You can get going right now.
All right, we made it to 3rd and 18. Godspeed, folks.
Thank you, Bruce Cutter. All right, now we're just going to run the clock.
Gotta go me. Gotta be thinking man beater. Gotta be thinking man beater, the open side of the field. Curl, we sit back on it. The thing with the long curls is they're a lot harder to complete because they can get back to the ball since it's a further throw. The ball's in the air for a longer time. Finally forced a punt. Shouldn't have taken this long. And
feeling good now?
I feel better. I feel still nervous. I know. I don't know how to set the time. I'm not sure.
I think you have to do it before you send it.
Chiefs going for the 99 punt. Does a pretty good job with it. Oh my goodness!
What happened? You're not covered. What? You're on defense, aren't you?
No, I'm on offense.
What
I think
happened?
when he touched the ball, it said, okay, he's out of bounds. Wow. Great pump by Chief. Apparently, Cobb's going to lay down.
I'm just going to say this. If you watch Monday Night Football this week, I'm going to quote a John Gruden thing here. When you run sugar in the A gap, like you see right here, the defense just can't handle a stretch run play. What am I running? Stretch run play. Double team on the outside, peel up the next level, you get big time yards. Matt Forte crushed the Cowboys with that run the other day. You saw two guys sugared in the A, and that's the result. If you watch Monday Night Football. If you saw that, press 1 in the chat. The other AJ, you have to hot route, and then you have to smart route the route. So, for example, say if I went to a pass here, I placed Jason Witten on a curl route, or let's do an out route. So I placed Austin on the out route. See how it's only going to the
Wait, so you're saying if you run sugar in the A, the defense is not ready
for the outside run
stretch? Even if he clicks on and runs that guy out there as I say it, live on the stream?
Yeah.
Gotta like the sugar. The sugar. Past the sugar, my friends.
DeMarco Murray. And that'll end it, guys. Great game, Silent Killer.
I'm about to lock up. I'm going to try and score a touchdown here so that you're going to be really jealous if you miss the live stream. Let's see what happens here. Nope. Bad play by me.
But great play. Ooh.
Good play, bad play.
All right, hey, you're missing out,
boys.
missing
Thanks
out
for
extra
locking
game
up.
of the week.
We're gonna fake end the stream for the people who are watching the archive, and we're gonna keep it live for the guys who are tuning into TWIM every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. Get the deals, get the tips, answer your questions, watch the games live.
If you
get the chat, let's go.
If you watch it live, you got TWIM40 for another hour. Great deal. Lock up.